Hey everybody, welcome to Bio 100. I'm Joan Stevens. I'm your instructor this semester, and what am I going to say about the class? This is the standard class that's taught at College of Canyons. Very different than the class that I teach at PCC, and I think I'm going to try to put in a little bit of this sort of PCC approach, which is much more about making the content really relevant. This is a very traditional biology class, and I want it to be fascinating to you. That's something I want to do, and right now I'm not so sure that it would be, unless you're just totally into this stuff like endoplasmic reticulum. That's so cool. But we'll see what we can do. So this class is designed to give you a better understanding of life at the micro and the macro scale. So from the micro scale, we talk about like cells and how they get their energy and different kinds of cells. And as we scale up, we look at the way that organisms interact with each other. That they organize, just like cells organize into tissues and body systems, and then an organism, like a person, then the organisms, like people or different animals or plants, they organize into communities, populations and communities and ecosystems. So I'm hoping that you'll understand that these patterns scale, and not learning a bunch of random things, but patterns that scale about the natural world around you. So the course is both online and then online live. So you don't need to come to campus, but we will have weekly Zoom sessions from 1 to 4 on Tuesdays. It's technically, I think, to 4 to 5, but I don't think anybody's really going to hold us to that. And the Zoom tab on Canvas is how you'll get there. Outside of those Zoom sessions, please plan to spend about 12 hours a week working on our content, interacting with other students online. Most of that would be on. You would have to arrange that yourself, but also like having, like making study groups. It's a really, really great way to go over some of the vocabulary and the content in class. And there's a good amount of vocabulary for biology class, so just be warned, okay? Flashcards, Zoom study sessions, all that kind of stuff would be really smart. So even though you will be in front of a computer for a lot of time for this class because of that whole online part, the whole like pandemic thing, it's not just a class with a computer. Like, I'm not a computer, I'm not a robot, I'm a real person, and I really do care about my students. I think of each one of you as like real people, and I want to know about your life and what it is you want to do with the world and what things make you happy. And, it makes a community sense of our class as being a cohesive little community, all united around the same kind of goals for a while anyway. So I will try to communicate with you often, both on Canvas messaging, through announcements that I send out comments on your assignments, and also for office hours, which are Tuesdays from 12 to 12:30. The best way to get in touch with me, though, is to send me a message from Canvas, the Canvas inbox. Indeed, yes. To get started with the course, please go in the modules tab. That's the best way to orient yourself through the course. Work through the introduction module first, and then move on to Lecture 1 and Lab 1 modules. And due dates are listed for all the assignments. Please note that there is a check-in assignment, and also plan your work your plan, where you show me that you're going to schedule that 12 hours a week into your schedule. Those are both due on Tuesday night, but I can remind you on Tuesday afternoon when you come to the mandatory Zoom session that day. So that first one is mandatory, and then I'm going to like beg and plead and like, I don't know, cajole and badger you to come to the other ones, because they're not mandatory, but we're going to go over stuff that's going to help you succeed in class. I'm going to do lectures and PowerPoint and try to not make anybody fall asleep. Kidding about that. But I'll go over the stuff that's going to be on upcoming tests and things like that, like, because I want you to succeed, okay? Anyway, I look forward to getting to know you all, and I'll talk to you soon, and I'll see you on Tuesday.